Hello and welcome back to Mind Over Matter TV show, all about mental health. And today we have a great guest with us today. He's a great friend of ours, to be honest, for many years. And you'll know him as the superstar extravaganza from the X Factor as well. Good friend of Simon Cowell's from the past and also in the future. But yes, we have some things to find out about Stevie and his travels in mental health, haven't we, Zahra?
We have indeed, and you know, Stevie is such a great guy, and we're going to find out a lot about him today that you've never known before.
No stone will be left unturned, as Stevie will discuss about his trials and tribulations through mental health.
Absolutely.
So where did we begin with you, Stevie? How did it start off when you were a young
Wow.
star?
Where do I begin with this? This is, for me, I mean, because I'm used to being on that chair, you know, and interviewing you two, so this is like a bit of a vice versa thing for me now. So I'm going to just sort of kind of go from the beginning. You know, I suppose when at school I was a bit of a, I suppose a bit of a lonely child, really. I was talking to Ria earlier, and I kind of related to her, a bit of a misfit. And I was, you know, I find it hard to fit in. And one of my friends always said to me, he goes, Steve, when people meet you, they're either going to love you or be confused by you. And for me, that is so true, because at first people are, oh, I'm not sure about him. And then when they get to know me as a person and dive deep into me, and they go, oh, he's all right, I quite like him, he's lovely, I love him, yeah. So it's one, there's no in between, you're either confused or you love me. A bit like Marmite, you love me or hate me kind of thing. So I when I was a kid, I was just literally growing up, and I didn't know what I was doing, and it wasn't until I was 15 years old. I was 15 years old, and I was in a production of Grease, my school musical, and I played Kaniki, and I sung "Go Grease Lightning, burning up the quarter," and it was brilliant, brilliant. I absolutely loved it. Everyone said I should be Danny. From then on, I thought, this is what I want to do in my life. I want to be a performer. I want to be an entertainer. I want to be on stage for a living and make people smile and happy. So that's what I've done. So this is where it gets interesting. So at 17 years old, I got into an acting school in London, a very well-known acting school in London. At 17 years old, I was the youngest possibly in the country to get in a 3-year actor course. Unheard of, really. You've got to be 18 and above, or at least have some life skills. I got in through just talent, not because of anything else. I had to dance, I had to sing, I had to act, a whole lot. Anyway, got in. Thought, brilliant. My mum and dad then put themselves into debt, like as in remortgaged the house for 30, I think it was like 30 grand, remortgaged the house, just so for me to go to drama school. So this is hard for me. So all is well, went to drama school, 6 months, everything's good, I was loving life, living life in London, shared with these people in this house. I thought, wow, I'm only 17, I'm like, wow, just turned 18, and I was just like, living life, studying well, doing it well, everything was great. And then, one night, it's amazing how one night can change your life, just like that, in all kinds of aspects, success, failure, disappointment, whatever it may be. So I was sitting down with my housemates, and I ordered, I don't know, it was a king prawn curry or something. It sounds funny at the time, don't get me wrong. And I was eating, and all of a sudden, I started to get like tight-chested. I was like getting really tight-chested, really bad tight-chested, and I was getting panicky. I was just sort of shaky a bit. I was sort of finding it hard to breathe. Phoned my old man out. I said, Dad, something's going on. I don't feel great. He said, son, don't worry, you're just having a panic attack, don't worry, just breathe and calm down, you'll be fine. Thought nothing of it. Next morning I got up, still tight-chested. I was like, God, I don't like this. Anyway, this went on for like a couple of weeks, and all I wanted to do was just get home away from drama school. My head went in it, I weren't feeling right, I just wasn't feeling great. So anyway, cut a long story short, I had to leave drama school. because of that reason. I weren't prepared for it mentally, physically. I was young, you know, I didn't have no life skills. I had talent, from what I think, but I just had no life skills. So I left drama school, and it was one of the biggest regrets I had in my life, because I let my mum and dad down. I felt, you know, 30 grand remortgage, and they've kind of pretty much lost that money. So I quit drama school as an actor, but they say everything happens for a reason in life, don't they? So it just got worse and worse after that. When I left drama school, I couldn't leave the house or go on a train. I thought I was going to die. I thought I was going to have blood clot, a heart attack, whatever it may be. I could not leave the house, like, and go on a train. So I had to work, so I just went at work to like 10 minutes up the road in my town, and it was just, I cannot tell you how gutted I felt that I left and everything, and I just realised that I had a bit of a mental health issue, so I had to go to doctor. So I went to doctor, and the doctor prescribed me these, I don't know, some sort of pills. I don't think they were happy pills, but they were more kind of to calm me down,
to relax you, and
yeah,
stuff like that,
and to stop my heart from beating so quick. But every week, without fail, I used to go and see the doctor. I've got this wrong with me. I've got that wrong with me. I've got this wrong with me. I've got that wrong with me. So anyway, so right, I'm gonna recommend you for a counsellor, you know, a psychiatrist or whatever it was. So I was like, okay. So for a year, I went to see this psychiatrist, and I explained what's wrong with me, and she said, yeah, you've got mental health problems and panic attacks, I think she said, and anxiety as well. On top of that, you can imagine the anxiety, all three really. I was like, what's going on? What is going on?
Yeah, because they do come hand in hand, don't they? The whole thing.
All three combined, and you can imagine how that is. It mucks your head up. So a whole year, and I didn't have the confidence to go out anywhere, even going out on a nightclub with my friends. I just want to go home. I wasn't enjoying it. I couldn't enjoy it because I thought, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna have a heart attack.
You felt safe behind closed doors.
Yeah, like in my house with my parents, it's like a safe haven. So when you do eventually, you know, leave the house, you're like, oh no, something's going to happen to me.
Did you have anybody there to support you through the bad times when you were outside?
Yeah, I had my parents, I had all my loved ones, I had my family, I had, and I also had the counsellor as well to help me through once a week, but this is when it got interesting, because I thought, I can't go on like this anymore, I can't. I left drama school in a really bad way, AWOL, almost. And anyway, I got offered, I thought, fuck it, I know, excuse my French, I know what I do. I'll go and be an entertainer at a holiday park. That's what I do. So I literally, I auditioned for this holiday park, and then got back home, there was an answer phone. There was like a voice note on the answer phone, and funny enough, it was a job I turned down previous because I didn't want to leave home. Anyway, this is a job for, I called for Stevie. Wondering if he wants to do a summer season at Pontins this year. And I said to my parents, look, I've got to do this. If I don't do this now, I'm always going to be never leaving home.
You're going to be
stuck
trapped,
in a rut.
basically
trapped in my own head,
and
forever having anxiety and no confidence of leaving home. I said, well, I've got to do this. I've got to do this. And so I took the plunge, and believe you me, I went there. I took the plunge. It was so hard for the first 2 months. Obviously, being away from home and not knowing really many people at that camp. It was great. It was so hard, but you know what? I found peace within myself. I got confidence back, and if it weren't for Pontins, I still say this to this day, if it weren't for Pontins, I would have never been in the position I am today.
So that call was vital towards your health.
Absolutely.
And it saved you as well, didn't it?
It absolutely saved me, because otherwise I would still be in the same position. So Pontins saved my life, my confidence, and it got me to where I am today. Obviously, X Factor, Celebrity Big Brother, amongst other things, you know. And I always say to people now that want to go in this business, if you want to go into this business, go and do a couple of seasons at Pontins, Butlins, or whatever, Haven. You will learn everything, and you get confidence. You learn to work an audience on a microphone, everything. And I always say that. I said that to my daughter. Go and be a trooper. You'll love it. If she wants to go into the business.
Can I ask, when you were doing all that at Pontins and stuff like that, singing and that, did you still stay on the pills, you know, from the doctor?
I come off like all that kind of calm pills. I literally, in fact, I almost jacked them in as soon as I went to Pontins. I thought I'm not gonna do this anymore. So yeah, that's pretty much my story in a nutshell. It's amazing how things can change in a night, but also in a day when you get a call which you need to do what you need to do.
Yeah.
So now I'm, touch wood. I mean, don't get me wrong, no one's perfect. I have my issues still, but
so
I'm
do
all
you
good.
feel like you went down the right path, though? You know when you got offered that and you went down that path because it led you on to other opportunities, didn't it?
Yeah.
In the end.
Absolutely. Though I went back to drama school 2 years later at a musical theatre college, and I passed. I'd done a whole year, no problems at all. Passed with merit because I've always wanted to be in a musical. Something I've never done yet, but not West End anyway. So that was pretty much me, and now I'm here with you two. I've done a bit of presenting earlier. I'm doing bits and pieces.
And your mindset is focused on everything you want to do now. You've got the goals set in motion, and that's the most important thing.
Absolutely, 100%. I know what I want now. I know what I need to do. I'm 43 years old. I'm not getting any younger. I'm getting older and uglier, if anything. So watch this space.
Well, you're a beautiful guy, and we loved having you as much as you've loved having us. This
So.
is Mind Over Matter with Zed,
And Zahra.
and of course our great friend and our guest, and our co-host as well, Stevie Ritchie.
Gosh.
God bless.
And thank you for sharing your story with us
Thank you very
today.
much.
Thank you very much.
Stay
guys.
tuned for more on this fantastic channel. This is Mind Over Matter, episode 6.
Good afternoon, it is Anastasia and welcome to Mind Over Matter episode 6. We're here to introduce a lovely special guest today. She is called Zahra Palmer. Zahra appeared on X Factor and of course many other TV shows as well as being a model. And she will be sharing her mental health story and how she overcame it. So, welcome. Thank you for coming today.
Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
Yes. So, if you just introduce yourself and tell me what you've been doing, because I know that you appeared on X Factor.
Yeah, I did. Since then, I have charted in 8 countries. I've had a few different releases. I'm working on some film, do some presenting. I'm actually working on a brand new film at the moment called Gangs of Soho, which is amazing. It's got a lot of old school gangsters in there as they're older, and then I come back as actors.
Oh wow!
It's absolutely phenomenal. So you guys need to check it out soon. It is a really great thing. I've got a couple new releases coming out this year. So yeah, it's all systems go, dear.
That's great. And you do modelling as well.
I do. I do international. Believe it or not, I shouldn't say this. I do a bit of artistic glamour, which is great. A lot of black and white photos, a lot of bikini. I really enjoy it. I'm a bit of a show off, so as you can tell.
That's good.
Yeah.
Okay, so in terms of what you've been through, what would you say your mental health story that you would like to share?
Well, I've been through quite a lot. A lot of it just stem back to being in relationships, and being a singer, you get a lot of people not understanding you the way you are, the attention that you get. So what people try and do is they try and break you down to make you feel like you are worthless and that you are nothing, and that you just don't feel like you can even get out of bed, you can even go on. It's quite heartbreaking. And then it comes to violence, it comes to talk, my dad calls it psychological warfare, and someone really messes with your brain. I've been in situations where someone's nearly killed me. I've had someone hold me at knife point for 9 hours. It was absolutely insane. Tried to hang me out the window. Same guy. And got loads of medication. He was going to give it to kill me. He even emptied my suitcase out because he was going to put me in a suitcase. It was it was just so happened that someone heard it 9 hours later. They called the police.
Yes.
And they drove past, and I was like, please, this is it, I'm gone. And the next thing you know, they just came to the door, and I was like, I've been saved. I could not believe it that I actually was in that situation. So yeah, it's.
And he must have taken your phone, so you couldn't even.
Oh no, he had the phone. He took it off me, and I thought maybe I'll just jump out the window. It was like something off a movie.
It does sound like it, yes.
Terrifying ordeal. He broke my nose. He stripped me naked. I mean, he did some really disgusting things, and it was just like that. I managed to survive that. It was just insane. I know I'm getting all upset now, and all miserable, all upset, but yeah, it was really, really hard. But I managed to get over. He got 10 years in jail, so you know, thank God he's off the streets.
What did he get charged of? Like.
Well, he got it was supposed to be like attempted murder, but they lowered it. I mean, he was in the court and he was shouting at his mum, shouting at the judges. So he's a bit of a mental case. So they're like, he's got to go. I wish he would have got a bit longer, but you know, thankfully he's out of the way for now. So yeah. But anyway, I've went through a lot of situations. I even spoke to my parents about. Euthanasia. I mean, I've done my homework on it.
Yes.
I was suicidal for years and years and years and years. It's always like I'm living in this dark cloud. It's like you're existing. It's like being in a movie. You know when you're walking forward and everyone's walking through you this way in a movie.
I know what
like
you
you're
mean.
there, but you're not there.
Yes.
And that's what I was like. I was cut off from my friends, my family.
Was it due to that relationship?
Oh yeah. One of my relationships, and it's just like how. Someone can make you feel like that. I couldn't go to work, I wasn't allowed to go to work, I wasn't allowed to perform. If I did, I'd get dragged off. Everything was always just, you cannot perform. It was always the jealousy around me being a performer. And I don't know why people get like that, it's strange. But yeah, it's been a hard one. But yeah, talking about euthanasia, I did that homework and I was like, instead of going through me feeling suicidal all the time and feeling upset all the time, I just want to get out of here. I want to say goodbye to everyone. Sorry, I'm getting upset. Whew.
It's okay. I know. It's really, really hard. But you're so strong.
Yeah, I know I am. So I look back and think, how was I that person?
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? How could I have even let someone do what they've done to me? It was, you know, nearly kill me. Like, it's insane, absolutely insane. But I wonder.
You thought your life was ended.
Yeah, exactly. So I just thought one day I woke up and I thought, don't be a victim. What are you doing? Don't let this beat you. Get yourself up, get your ass up, and get out there and do what you do best. Music's my thing. Music is my life. So then I started writing music, listening to music again, and that's what picked me up. Music. It was just, no matter what you're going through, no matter what emotion, music's the thing that's always there, that I've always got. That's the only thing I do have is my voice. Do you know what I mean? I've got my parents, obviously. At the time,
it's kind of like when you sing, you're kind of releasing
that emotion, yeah.
It's a way of, yeah.
Yeah, it's a good bit of therapy, a really good therapy. It's like you write about how you feel, you sing it.
So, is that like, how did you overcome this then? Is it through singing?
Yeah.
Is it through talking to people?
No, talking to people, I'm not really a talker. I am talking to you now, but I mean, I never called them and go, Mum, you know, like I never did all that. I just felt like I was on my own, and you get shut off, so you shut yourself off. So really, I was my own worst enemy, spending every day in bed, couldn't go out. And I just thought, let me just write about how I'm feeling, because I can't keep living like this. And then I knew that there was something missing. It was music. So then I started writing music, and and that's what it was.
And did you take any medication? Like?
Oh yeah, no, I tried. I did try that because I had bad anxiety, post-traumatic stress. I think and I feel like I could never sleep. I was always crying every single day, and that kind of helped calm me down. And I thought, I don't really want to live taking tablets for the rest of my life. Can't do that.
No, exactly.
But they kind of stopped me thinking, so I was kind of floating around like, on cloud nine. I don't want to be floating around, but also I want to think, but not overthink.
Yes.
Which is quite a hard one to juggle with, you know. But I tell you what also helped me. I got a puppy.
Really?
I say to anyone, get a puppy. He's a miniature dachshund. I've had him for a year. And he really is the thing. I mean, he helps me get out of bed every day, cuddles and kisses every day. It makes me go out, walking to the park, before I go to the gym with him. It's
they keep you busy.
Yeah,
well.
he does. Yeah, after you've got something else to look after. Whereas if I was on my own, I'd probably spend most of the time like being miserable.
Yes.
But the funny thing is, my landlord was like, "Okay, well, he's got to go now," and I was like, "I've had him for a year," and he's like, "No, he's got to go." So I'm just trying to figure out that one. I was like, can't take my puppy.
No,
That's my life.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been really hard. Like, someone's looking after him last week. He's had him now for a week. And I'm like, I don't understand how I can have him for a year and then you just say
Yes.
he's got to go. When that's the one thing that's helped me, you know.
Exactly.
So yeah.
So is there anything else that you would like to share about or what happened or?
No, I mean, it's all quite similar. I seem to have the same pattern. I sort of go out with someone, they like the fact that I'm an artist or a model, and then they start getting things get complicated because they don't understand, like I said, the attention that you get, or the fact that you are going to be in a studio all day, all night. You are going to be on the road doing a show or doing a rate. In their head, they're thinking she must be doing something. I bet, you know, that's their excuse. But they're narcissists,
Yes.
so they make you feel like you're the person doing something wrong. You're the crazy
guilty
one.
one.
Yeah. And if they're doing something, you actually had me convinced that I'd done something when I hadn't even done anything.
Yes.
And you sit down and think, well, did I do that? And they've actually brainwashed you to believe that you're doing everything wrong. And I'm, you know, looking back, I just can't. If I was one of my friends that goes, Zahra would never ever put up with that. Well, I did. I absolutely did.
Because they can see your vulnerability.
Oh, yeah,
and they
yeah.
take advantage of
Yeah,
that.
I'm a very, very strong character. Very, very strong.
Are.
But when I'm in love, I let that wall down and I love maybe too much.
Yes.
What I realise now, I'm
you
like,
let your guard down.
oh, too much. Now I'm like, oh, listen, I love myself. Take me, if you don't like it, that's it. But then I'm like, oh my God, it's almost like I worship the ground they walk on. Why? You should worship the ground I walk on, dear. You know?
Yes.
Or equal. It's got to be equal, hasn't it? But yeah.
But yeah, you need to love yourself more than you love them.
Yeah, exactly. But that comes with experience and time. And
It comes with experience, time, practice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
And it's all to do with the mind as well.
It's very, very. Your mind is a very, very dangerous thing because once someone gets into that, it is. I mean, I've got friends that can just switch off. I can't switch off at all. It's a constant, ongoing thing, and I'm always wondering, why is this and why is that? What's that? You know, it's a constant thing. It's a battle.
So, like, do you prefer singing more than acting then?
Oh no, yeah,
You would say
singing. My life is like, I'm a bit of a joker in general. I like to do accents. I like to do the things like this, you know. I'm always doing bloody something stupid, you know what I mean? But it works on screen. That's why I do acting. But singing is definitely, it's my passion, it's my heart, it's my soul. It's like it's in my DNA. It's like I live, eat, sleep, breathe that. Music, especially listening to music and also writing my own music and then seeing it. You've done it, you've laid it down and listening to it back and go, that came from me, my heart, and that came from my soul.
So your album, where can people get your album
To be honest,
from?
I'm working on singles at the minute, so with
Okay,
three different
singles.
people, yeah. So you can check them out. You can also follow me on Insta, Zahra Palmer, aka The Body.
Yes.
And I've got a lot of things on Spotify, Amazon, the usual, Vivo.
Cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of things out there.
So would you consider going on X Factor again?
Oh my God, if I had the chance to go on X Factor now, I 100% would. When I was on it before, I'm going to tell you a story actually. I was in an abusive relationship then and I was just about to go on stage and my boyfriend at the time, he's like, there's no way. Sorry.
Yeah, it's...
He was like, there's no way
They
you're getting
belittle you,
through.
don't
Yeah,
they?
so I just went on then. I was so nervous and I was like, I can't believe this should have been mine. And obviously, on the way back, I think there was a guy there from One Direction. My mum knows his mum and dad, Liam. So we was in the taxi together. He got through, but I didn't. And I kept thinking, I've got to go back to this now. All because of what he said. That I've ruined it. He ruined it for me. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Because I just couldn't be myself. Normally I've got this big voice, big personality.
Because they knocked your confidence down before performing. and that's not what you needed.
Yeah.
You know, but if you were to go on it again,
if I went on it now, I'd be like, right,
it would be a lot different.
I would absolutely blow them away. Like, my confidence back, my voice is even bigger, it's powerful. It really like has an effect on people. It's like a big diva voice, and I love that.
Yeah.
If you compare it to then, like when you hear me sing today, when you compare it
compared
to
to where you were,
you'll be like, it's two different people. Totally two different people, and you can see it. But I didn't want to give them the story because they like the story. I didn't want to tell them this is what I'm going through. But if I just thought I don't want them to look at me like I'm weak. Do you know what I mean?
I know what you mean. Yes.
So yeah.
Okay. Well, that was really emotional, but empowering.
Yeah.
To hear.
Also, get a puppy.
Yeah.